Sage Life. The heck going on with y'all, bro? It's been what a regular ass damn weekend, honestly. It's Saturday. Damn, I forgot what today was. The heck. But yeah, man, things going good for the boy. We 29 days sober from herb. You heard? I'm not gonna lie. It was, it's been everything that I pretty much explained to y'all the first week and the second week is pretty much over. I can't even lie to y'all. So saying that I turned back to normal is kind of an odd thing to say. I'm not gonna lie, but you hear me? I don't really have cravings or shit like that no more. I don't have any of that shit. I'm just I'm a normal ass American, motherfucker. That's the best way to say it. But yeah, bro. Today I was playing. Man, oh my gosh, I need to get new Xbox 360 controllers, bro. Because my Xbox, this controller right here, X button doesn't. Wait, is it? Okay, never mind, never mind. That controller over there, the X button doesn't work, and this one you have to like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like loose, or when you plug it in, it's like a loose fit or some shit. Too short. I'm a little tired, y'all. Me and my girl just came back from Firehouse Subs. But that was kind of a minute ago now. Shit, but ain't really much to truly say, bro. Charging my phone. This day, man. See, that's the crazy thing about it. I feel like weekends go by so fast, bro. Weekdays go by slow and weekends go by fast. It's just it's pretty much what I feel like right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like, god dang, I pretty much woke up and it's 1 o'clock right now. Why did I wake up at 1 o'clock? I woke up at like 8, but which on weekdays I wake up at like 6 o'clock in the damn morning. So, but yeah, this video is pretty much just to talk about like, dang, is Twitch dead, bro? Like I tried so hard to become a Twitch affiliate, and it's just not working out at Georgia. So then, like I told y'all, so I spent like this whole week watching streamers on different platforms, and yeah, bro. Pretty much watching people streaming, beating a dead horse. Today's discourse brings up another request to celebrate successful content. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah, man. Hold on, y'all. I'm like text me, but yeah. So pretty much, how I feel about it right now is I feel like, oh my gosh, bro. I feel like Twitch might be absolutely dead, bro. That's the best and honest way to say it. Twitch might be absolutely dead, and I really feel like, well, I can't say absolutely dead because there's people who are on Twitch and they flourishing on Twitch, bro. You hear me? Like, that's the best way to say it. There's people who have been using. Okay, it's gonna go into. I know I sound like I'm all over the place. It's kind of gonna go into something else I was talking about, but I honestly feel like if you were trying to make it on Twitch, you may have should have started like 2 or 3 years ago. Because in the last year, I've been trying for a little minute, and it's just not it, bro. That's the best way to say it. Not that it's not it, but okay. Okay, I heard that something happened too. But before New Year's, I'm not gonna lie. Before New Year's of 2026, bro, I felt like my engagement on Twitch was so much better than than it is now. I'm not gonna lie. And then Kick was something that I started like a couple months after, or even like a year after I was streaming on Twitch. Some people were saying you should try Kick, and Kick genuinely shocked me. I'm not gonna lie, because when I first tried Kick. No bull to y'all, bro. I didn't necessarily know if people were even gonna rock with me, which I guess that's what every streamer pretty much goes through. But the amount of engagement and feedback I got on Kick in the early like few months of me doing it was actually shocking to me. So shocking, and it's crazy because a lot of times I'll be streaming, which I never would have ever suspected this was gonna happen. And sometimes I'll have more people engaging with me and interacting with me on Kick than Twitch, honestly, and it would literally shock me every time. And even back then, oh my gosh, I should have did it back then. I felt like, man, I was so hellbound on becoming a Twitch affiliate that literally I even focused on Twitch way more, and I really should just focused on Kick because the people were genuinely engaging with me and interacting with me more, bro. So now, literally this week, like I said, I've been studying different people's streaming methods on all three platforms, really all four platforms, because some people still stream on IG Live. But from what I've noticed, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, or what people say. What people say. So apparently, a lot of people will say if you want to grow your Twitch, you got to literally be spamming clips on Twitch, not Twitch. What the heck? No, do you think why all these platforms have similar names? But you got to be spamming your clips on TikTok and YouTube. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, well, TikTok is another thing I tried to like shy away from, but I can't knock TikTok's algorithm. Excuse me, indigestion, y'all. Or YouTube. I've been drinking sparkling water, but yeah, on YouTube, I can't even lie to y'all. You're even like, and the reason I say this because like, okay, here's how I started thinking about the stuff, bro. If I gotta like constantly post on TikTok and YouTube in order to get to build on Twitch, then why the heck am I using Twitch? Is the best way to say it. That's what I'm thinking. And then after that, I'm starting to look at it like this from perspective where it's just like, okay, so if I'm literally having to build communities on TikTok, YouTube, IG, whatever the heck, it's just like, why wouldn't I just focus on those platforms? Is the best way to say it. Why wouldn't I just start streaming on TikTok and YouTube? Which we getting into that very soon because I've planned to start streaming on TikTok here very soon. But it's just like that's just something that I was just thinking about in my head. I'm just like, what the heck? Like, it makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. I can't even lie to y'all. I'm just thinking about it, like, bro, why on earth? Like, it just seems so backwards. Because I'm thinking, like, okay, so you have to literally implement TikTok and YouTube to build Twitch. It just seems kind of weird. So then I'm on Threads, which the Threads has pretty much become like my most used social media platform. I can't even lie to y'all. But yeah, man. Hold on. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm getting at with this. I'm just like, well, damn, I might as well. And YouTube, bro, I'm not gonna lie, just this week, since I've been focusing on YouTube, streaming on YouTube, doing vertical lives on YouTube, posting YouTube shorts, my growth on YouTube has been amazing, bro. Honestly, thank y'all for real. Shout out to YouTube, bro. Google, shout out to Google, even though I might be showing my age, but I remember the days before YouTube was owned by Google, bro. You're the best way to say it, but yeah. It's crazy. Their algorithm is actually an algorithm. As far as Twitch, I don't even think there is an algorithm. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. It's just like, especially see Twitch is like music streaming, bro. They reward the top 5% the most, and the more people you have in your viewing your streams, the more people you have in your chat, you're gonna get rewarded on Twitch. Just like kind of how we can, and the reason, just kind of like how like the music industry is. It's like the more fans you have, the longer you've been in the game, you're probably getting paid out from Spotify and Apple way more than somebody who's like, of course, a new rapper, singer, R&B artist, musician who is just started off their career. So that's kind of how it is on Twitch. It's like if you're a small creator, how their like algorithm works is people can't even see you, bro. No bull. Like they literally have to scroll all the way down to the dang bottom, and then it's something that it's okay. This is another topic that I've kind of always knew, but I'm just touching more on it right now. But bro. Okay, so when I used to have people pop up in my chat and get viewers on dang Twitch, I used to always ask them if they were bots. I can't even lie to you. And then in the end, the bots started damn replying, which is creepy as crap to me. I can't even lie. I was like, what the heck? So like every time I get somebody in the chat, and like I would literally like, okay, sometimes the people were very engaging, and really it was my fault too in the first place because it was just like, okay, bro, like I got very sick for months after after New Year's, and then when I came back, the engagement and feedback just wasn't the same. But also I heard that Twitch did this update where it got like they're trying to get rid of all the bots, the view bots, the chat bots, and no bull, bro. Even God damn, I need to stop hanging out with with Funny E, bro. He got me saying no bull so much. You remember them? No bull, bro. Literally. I literally believe that 60% of Twitch was bots, bro. And literally, the only reason I'm saying this because you got views and you got YouTube videos on like literally everywhere. And it's like people who are like top streamers who get no bull, like they used to get like 20K damn views on their stuff. They have, their stuff has dropped to like people who used to get 20K probably get like 12K. People who used to get 6K probably get like 4K or 3K right now. Like it's crazy, bro. That's how I feel. So that just makes me think like, damn, it really feels like 60% of the Twitch audience was really bots. And I don't even know how that was possible. Can't even lie to y'all. And then it's so crazy because a lot of people, a lot of people will say that they don't view their bots. Wait, you can stream on Blue Sky? The heck? I don't know if this is true. Somebody said that they found that Twitch is my core community. The people who talk, the people who come back, and the people who get to know you. YouTube, on the other hand, is a shared numbers game. You get a few people talking, but it's more about getting. Bro, I don't necessarily know if that's true because when I used to, bro, when I stream on Twitch for like the last couple months since New Year's, nobody says anything, bro. And it says that there's people watching the chat, but it's just like crickets. Not even crickets, bro. It's like white noise is the best way to say it. So it's crazy. I don't understand. Oh my gosh, I don't. Okay, I'm a physical media collector, and I still don't understand the hate train behind emulation. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's nothing wrong with emulation, even though I prefer physical media. It's like some things that you can't get. Emulation is a godsend. I know that sounds crazy, but I just read this thing where it's just like, uh I just read this thing where this girl was just like, fun fact about me, I'm not a fan of emulators. I'd rather play the game on its original console. That's why I have all my retro consoles. No, there's not number. Okay, so she corrected that. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I feel about that. It's just like, bruh, emulation is really a blessing. When we were kids, we wished emulation was a thing. What the heck? And obviously, emulation was a thing back in like the early 2000s. But honestly, bruh, you had to know somebody that knew somebody is the best way to say it. Like people would literally build like their own little emulations, CPs, and bring it around with them and crap like that, bro. Hey, look who it is. I'm freaking Aspen Go, Georgie. I'm sorry, I just got a notification on Twitch. It's crazy because I haven't deleted Twitch off my phone because I still mess with the homie Yoda. He streams on there, and a couple people, but I don't necessarily know if Twitch is going to be where I'm promoting a lot of my stuff. Even though I was just one goal away from being a Twitch affiliate, I can't even lie to y'all. It just feels like, is it even worth it, bro? Is being a Twitch affiliate even worth it? That's what I'm thinking in my head. I don't even know, bro. About to just play one of my songs real quick. But I don't even know because I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, it's just like people's affiliate situation is getting out of hand anyway. I'm right back where I never wanted to be. Trying to feel on top, so many depend on me. Moving to disintegration on my feet. Baby, I'm hard headed as it gets, can never admit defeat. I'm gonna stand on 10 till my creators press delete. God level, nobody greater than me. I'm right back where I never wanted to be. Trying to get on the right track, so many depend on me. Moving to disintegration on my feet. Baby, I'm hard headed as it gets, can never admit defeat. I'm gonna stand on 10 till my creator press delete. God level, nobody greater than me. Take that bullshit as far as I can take. I don't fuck no snakes. Big building these big with that nose in their king. Niggas click the switch over some pages. So many people can make no mistakes. God level know this shit high stakes. All that plan gonna get you charred like some steak. Barber's grandson, you know I'm up around with that motherfucking steel. Nigga want to play, they gonna get it for real. I'm on every side making a deal. Come on, man. Like we ain't taking no deals. You know what the dealing, my people, my drama for real. Still moving to something, take off on the real since 2020 and nothing seem real. Uh, level, God level, Navi the Sage, 2026. My shit booming, about to wake the city up. Hey, 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 my shit booming, about to wake the city up. Hey, 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 my shit booming, about to wake the city up. 6 a.m. I'm away, young niggas sleeping, getting up. Hey, this shit more than a hustle. It's about how you keep it up, how you keep it up. Hey, my shit booming, about to wake the city up. 6 a.m. I'm awake, y'all niggas sleeping, just getting up. This shit more than a hustle. How you keep it up? How you keep it up, hey, hey, hey. My shit booming, about to wake the city up. Hey, my shit booming. Shout out to the young homie Ewodi, man. This is Navi the Sage featuring Ewodi. Sage. Go. My shit booming, about to wake the city up. This motherfucker running, turn the city up. Shit, I've been doing places, flipping, then dropping the phone. Bitch, I'm on vacation. I heard I'll write it up and get this money up. I wanna glide on the full. I never came with those to run up your money and pop. Nigga, get it up, scared and shooters. Go, where you acting tough, bitch, I get it all. Nigga, that was legal in cases. Me on the flow, different reaches, different places, but I ain't real. That's when I had a reason, I had a purpose. Like I'm doing the lower, I mean, the demons were like, that's my brother. That's what it be like, nigga, what's the purpose? Every day we was grinding, getting money like a service. That you tourists. And that's the brotherhood that you can get back. Nigga, try to get my bitch, but nigga, get your leg back. Puss, and I ain't gonna change when I make it, bitch. I'm down on me, and I have to say, like Mr. Sage, tell me, well, my bitch, like Mr. Sage, tell me, can I shake back? Mr. Sage, tell me, can I get back? Mr. Sage, tell me, can I get my lip back? I've been grinding and shining with down, but I need my whip ass. Motherfucker, Mr. Face, tell him, yeah, with that. Mr. Face, tell him, on my brand. Mr. Face, tell him, yeah, with that. Mr. Face, tell me, on my brand. Mr. Face, tell him, yeah, with that. Mr. Face, told me, yeah, with that. Mr. Face, tell me, on my brand. Mr. Face, tell me, can I hear you? Yo, yo, it's crazy because my shit. It's crazy because somebody was saying that IG is dead, TikTok is dead, and that YouTube and Twitch are the only real places. But I honestly disagree with that. I'm not gonna lie. How I feel about it is TikTok, the algorithm, yes, has changed since freaking the president's freaking friend bought the crap, yeah, but it's still a good place to post, and I still think it's one of the best places for organic feedback, even though the algorithm is different. YouTube is the GOAT and forever be the GOAT. It's been the GOAT since we was children. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best way. YouTube is goated. Nothing topping YouTube, bro. That's true. IG is pretty much dead. Like honestly, you could pretty much you gotta like comment on people's stuff, but people don't really comment that much on there. They don't really interact with people. Honestly, it's mostly like it could be okay. I still post in there because why not? Post my reels. So like when I make TikTok videos, I post them on IG and YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is goaded, like I said. TikTok is pretty good too. Okay, IG is an interesting situation because it's like I would honestly argue that IG, since my IG account is through my Facebook account, it's got my Facebook back popping, which is crazy because I don't even really use Facebook that much. So I was just talking to someone else that yeah, IG might actually be dead. Like it's crazy because like I'll check my reels on IG and then check them on Facebook. And my Facebook ones, for some reason, get more interaction and more views sometimes, and then people are following me, which is freaking crazy. IG not really so much, but like I said, IG is not really a focus for me. Like I'm not gonna lie, like it's okay, but it's not really the focus. I just post stuff on it because why not? It's just like another avenue, another shit. It's another avenue, another line. It's another another place to get engagement. But right now, Threads, YouTube, TikTok, those are like the best platforms in my opinion. Right now, I'm not gonna lie. As far as like engagement on content, that kind of stuff. But yeah, bro. That's actually how I feel about it. But yeah, bro, that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, things are definitely a changing, George. Discord is pretty cool too. I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to build a little Discord community too. But yeah, sheesh. Mr. Sage, tell him, hey, Mr. Sage, tell me, can I get my lick back? But yes, sir. Man, that's so crazy. What the heck? Man. Civilization 8 is out. What the heezy? Who was playing those? My cousin used to play those games, I'm not gonna lie, but I haven't played a Civilization game in like years. My shit booming about the way the city up. Hey, hey, hey. My shit booming about the way the city up. Hey, my shit booming about the way the city up. Hey, 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 hey. My shit booming about the way the city up. Hey. Yeah. Hey, y'all already know how to fucking run a nigga. I'm a kid. Hey, that's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I know. That's the law. That's all I know. 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 I'm a kid, baby. That's all I know. 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 Five oh four. That's all I know. That's all I know. I'm like, yeah, that's all I know. That's all I know. Give up game, yeah, that's all I know. Round something that's gonna bark, hey, that's for sure. That's all I know. That's all I know. Bubble almost in beat. Why I sleep, that's all I know. My blood hot, so I'm gonna flood the street. What I match what I'm toking is scorching heat. What I other faces. What the hell? Good lord. Hey, my gosh, Jesus, my bro, what the, bro? The internet is unmatched. Like, I can't believe what I just saw, bro. A mama dressed her daughter as a BBL patient for costume. They're like, what? Even though it was kind of funny, it's just like, what the heck is what is happening? What is happening to the world, bro? It's just so different. Yeah, demonic girl exposes Neon for his heinous. Yeah. Poor little evil demon Neon. Cause I'm in too deep in a trying to get what the ball in my hand. What are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
You started an hour later. I am just convinced that every woman in LA has a BBL, bro. Maybe Atlanta too. What the SNES is what the heck? Rappers who say, bro, what? The SNES is getting new games in 2026. I can't even believe that, bro. Why and how? Like, I don't understand. Why and how?
Nintendo is one of the most beloved consoles ever made. But outside of ROM hacks, it hasn't gotten as much love from the indie game dev community as the NES, the Mega Drive, or the Game Boy. But that doesn't mean that it hasn't received some bangers. So today, we'll be taking a look at modern releases for the Super Nintendo. And the only rule is that the games need to be fully completed and playable from start to finish. So let's get started. This is Dottie Flowers, a platformer one and gun hybrid in which you play as a witch girl trying to stop an alien invasion. You begin in a Super Mario World like overworld, but as far as I can tell, there are no secret
Bro,
levels.
people are literally
It's
like,
just a straight line. And once you
my
start
gosh, I'm
playing,
gonna say this. I'm gonna say
gotta
this real
say,
quick.
the
I'm gonna say this real
graphics
quick.
look
Bruh,
fantastic. The color choice.
people are literally mad as crap at Sony right now. I can't even lie to y'all. All because what? They've been announced that, but all because man, this guy's a lame-o, bro. People who actually, oh my god, there's so much people who actually believe that there's a Super Smash Bros. Movie right now is just ridiculous. It's AI, bro. AI is taking over the damn world, bro. But yeah, but yo, people are genuinely bad, like mad as shit at Sony because they decided to raise the price of the PS5 after it's been out for like 5 or 6 years. But yeah, bro. Mm-hmm. Every platform. But yeah, man, it's freaking crazy. But yeah, they just so petty trying to compete with them Microsoft. Like y'all already won the console wars, bro. What the heck are y'all doing? Why did y'all have to do another price raise or increase or whatever the heck? Just because Xbox decided, Xbox is doing this because they're not dropping any more consoles again. I'm not Xbox, Microsoft. So it's just like, what the heck are y'all doing, PlayStation? Y'all are just petty as hell. And then y'all trying to release a PC too? It makes no sense to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it makes literally no sense to me. It's actually weird.
For an
It's
early
weird,
3D
bro.
game for the PS1 or Sega Saturn. Anyway, as Dottie, you have a broom that lets you fire bullets, hover in the air for a few seconds, and perform melee attacks when you're near an enemy. As you progress through the game, you'll also meet fairies which give you new abilities like this charge-up saw attack that can damage enemies or block attacks. Not only that, but levels will usually have minor alternate paths or secrets where you can find optional upgrades for your abilities. Levels also have gems, and if you collect every gem in the stage and get a minimum combo, you get a gold coin at the end, and you'll need to collect every gold coin to get the good ending. Speaking of which, this game's greatest issues are its length and difficulty. Basically, the game is super short with only 6 or so stages. And not only that, but the game is really easy. Excessively easy, in fact. I should point out, though, that games that are too short and easy will be a bit of a common theme in this video. You can get through most levels and bosses just fine. And in fact, most bosses have really basic attack patterns, so you'll most likely beat them on your first try. It's not until the final stage where I actually faced off against the boss that took several attempts for me to beat. Though I will say, this was also my favorite portion of the game. I mean, sure, I was getting my ass kicked, but it was the good kind of difficulty. In fact, I'd say that most of the game's challenges come from collecting all the gems and getting your combo high enough to collect the gold coin. But even that wasn't that hard. It also doesn't help that every level uses the same background song, so by the end, I was a little tired of it. Throughout the game, you'll also meet Earth's Freedom Forces, and they're basically the game's comedy relief. The joke being that you're the one who saves the day, but they keep getting all the credit. The humor's okay, not quite as funny as it should have been, and it's not helped by the fact that you can't skip the dialogue scenes. And they get pretty old once you start revisiting old stages to collect gold coins. And I also like how the game is filled with Turrican references, like this boss, which was clearly taken from the Turrican series, or the Freedom Forces armor, who is a reference to the playable character from Turrican. And the main villain, he was basically an exact copy of the villain from the Turrican series. Overall, I really enjoyed this game, but I can't help but feel that it's too short and easy for its own good. If this had been longer and the difficulty better balanced, it could have been an all-time best. As it is, though, it's still a solid A minus. Dottie Flowers was followed by Dottie Dreadnought, and this one's a bit of a genre change. The game ditches the run and gun portion for a full-on action platformer, with all of your attacks being melee and the like. The graphics are also just as good as the first game, and the Mario style world map is gone in favor of a more traditional level progression. So the idea is that as you hit enemies, you charge up your two main abilities: a drill that perforates walls and enemies, and the mirror that highlights hidden items, which you can then collect by controlling your owl. The owl will also automatically collect any items dropped by enemies. I quite like the drill mechanic, and the level design really makes full use of it, but the owl honestly feels underutilized. Every item you have to collect is hidden within close distance when you activate the power, and you can't
Bro,
scroll
what is
away
this
from the
video
door.
really
So you
about?
basically end up
This
controlling the owl for like 5 seconds and then return to the witch. It kind of feels like this was either an afterthought or that the developer
it's
didn't
supposed
quite
to be
know how
about
to create
how
an interesting
new
enough design
SNES
among
games are
disabilities.
coming out
The
in
previous
2026.
game
What the
now
hell is
uses
this?
different background songs for different areas, though they're not all winners. And the game also suffers from being even shorter and easier than Dottie Flowers. In the end, This game's good, but I can't help but feel like it should have had more development time. I like it for what it is, but Naughty Flowers was better. Beat there. This is Unholy Knight the Darkness Center, a fighting game created by former SNK staff. At least that's what the official press release said back in the day. But after playing this, I think they must have meant the janitor or something, because this is one of the worst fighting games I've ever played.
What
And
is
did I
this?
remind you, I've played a lot of bootlegs. So you have
What the
six
heck
characters
was
to choose
that? It was
from,
like
and
Street
it's
Fighter with
already a
Goku.
pretty small roster to start with.
That
And then
looks
move on
like
to some of the least impressive looking stages out there. I mean, the colors are good, but they are
it looks like something
pure
I've seen
animation,
before,
and the
honestly.
backgrounds look like they were scanned in instead
It was
of
like a
being drawn
manga
with
that I
the
used to read,
SNES
but I can't
limitations
remember
in
the name
mind.
of it.
Not only
Like the way the
that, the
characters
character
look.
backgrounds get reused for different characters, and there's only two stage songs, none of which is particularly good. But okay, maybe it's just a little light on content variety, but what truly matters is the gameplay. Right? Yeah, except that's even worse. The controls are super janky and the gameplay is so choppy. Like, why does it run like that? It's so bad that the game would often miss my inputs, so pulling off combos or special moves was super inconsistent. There's also no pushback between round moves, so you can just keep wailing at your enemies and there's no damage scaling, meaning that you can actually pull off 100% damage combos, assuming you actually want to take the time to learn this game, which you shouldn't. And although I'm playing this alone, I've heard that if you play with a friend, the second player controls are buggy, and some inputs won't even work at all. Man, Nintendo fans deserve better than this. If you want a good modern 16-bit fighting game, my recommendation would be Kunio no Neketsu School Fighters for the Mega Drive. This? Nah fam, this is trash. F tier. This is Nekotako, also known as Taco, Princess from the Moon. You're a thing, and you were out fishing when cats in a flying saucer steal all your fish. So now it's your job to get it back. So you begin in a Super Mario World style map, though once again, near as I can tell, there are no secret stages or alternate paths to unlock or anything. You just go from point A to point B. And this game is basically a single screen arcade platformer. Well, I mean, the screen does scroll, but you get what I mean. And your job is to tackle all the cats, collect the fish, and then drop the fish in your flying saucer. Now, you can just collect each fish one by one, but you have a fairly tight time limit, so it's usually better to bring multiple fish, or better yet, every fish in a stage all at once to the saucer. Not only that, but levels also have coins to collect, and the more fish you bring in a single trip to your saucer, the more coins you get at the end of the stage. Additionally, if you have every fish with you on hand,
See,
this
everybody says the
stage will
same
reveal
thing.
even more extra coins for you to collect. The problem is that if a cat is fishless, it becomes aggressive, and if it bumps against you, you lose all the fish, and they either start jumping around the stage or are recollected by the cats themselves, meaning that you gotta go collect the fish all over again. Because as we all know, 16-bit Italian princesses are morally opposed to pussies smelling like fish. And coins
Wait,
are useful
what?
too, because once you're in the
What did that
world
guy
map,
just
you
say?
can
What
go
the
to the
hell?
store and buy items like a magnet that attracts fish,
Why
or
did
a
that sound even
stopwatch
weirder with
that
the AI
paralyzes
voice?
every cat for a few seconds. The cats themselves are harmless, other than taking your fish from you, as they can't actually damage your character. But a lot of the levels have stage hazards which kill you in one hit. And that's a bit of a problem, because sometimes the fish will land right on top of one, and you gotta wait for a cat to pick it up, and then wait for the cat to get to a less dangerous spot, and then finally tackle the cat again. But with that said, there was at least one occasion where the cat simply did not go where the fish landed. Which, yeah, that kind of sucks actually. I did cheese my way through it by getting it on purpose and then using the invisibility time frame to collect it. But I got the feeling that this wasn't what the developers had in mind. Now, if you do lose a life, you also lose the item you just bought, so do watch out for that. Another issue I have with this game is that, once again, this game is a bit short and a bit easy. And that's a shame too, because this feels like it could have been a full release back in the day. But as it is, it's a little light on content. But still, I quite like this one. B+. This is Supercooked, a party game where you play as a chick who needs to cook dishes. And this is a free remake of the indie game Overcooked. So the game begins with yet another Mario World style map that, as far as I know, once again has no alternate paths or levels. Once inside a level, you have a few minutes to prepare your dishes as the orders come. So you'll have to chop up vegetables for salads, pasta and tomato sauce, put stuff in the oven, that sort of thing. And if you leave them on for too long, they'll overcook and spoil. After that, you gotta put everything on a plate and bring it to the conveyor belt. And while you're doing all of that, you gotta face off against stage challenges like mice who steal your ingredients, people who walk right past your street food stall, washing your plates so they can be reused again, and so much more. And yeah, to say that this game is chaotic is an understatement, especially when you also gotta manage your counter slots. Luckily, you do have a dash move which saves you quite a bit of time. But make no mistake, this game gets super chaotic super fast, as everything piles on really quickly. Once a level is finished, you're scored on how well you did. And if you beat a level, you get a star which can then be used to unlock more parts of the world map. Now, this is supposed to be a party game, allowing up to 4 players. The problem is, as you can tell, I'm playing alone. And I've been told that once you get 4 people in, this game becomes super fun. But, well, I have no way of properly gauging that. So the best I can say is that on its own, this game is a B minus. But please bear in mind that this isn't a fair score to the game. If you've actually played this with friends, let me know what it's like. But until then, consider this game with a score of at least B minus. Xeno Crisis. This is Xeno Crisis, and this is a really interesting one. And that's because this is actually a modern Sega Genesis or Mega Drive game that was now brought over to the Super Nintendo. So, is this a good port? Absolutely. For starters, it manages to retain the Sega soundtrack in its entirety. What I mean is, they did not adapt the soundtrack to the SNES sound chip, but rather, it seems to be playing the actual Mega Drive music. I'm not quite sure how they achieved this, but as I can tell, the cartridge has a custom chip that is used to play back the Sega soundtrack. Now, granted, it does play at a lower sample rate, but there's a good chance that most won't even notice. Not only that, but it also has new voice lines that weren't in the original. And you also have some new minor graphical effects like fog and transparent explosions. I like the fog effect, but not gonna lie, not a big fan of what they did with the explosions. So,
Um,
what's the game like?
I pretty much come to the conclusion that that whole video is literally just rage bait, bro. He didn't mention, or unless all those were new games, that motherfucker didn't mention one new game, bro. So what the heck? What the heck was that video about? Was that just like that was just a lame a ding title, bro? It was a Well, I guess it was. I guess the title working for him honestly because it got me. It lured me into this. Do, 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 do. What the? This lady stole my title. Says 28, 27 days sober. You lame-o. You lame-o.
These are a couple of things that you should prepare yourself after becoming a Twitch affiliate, which is one, now building a schedule for your fan base. Okay, so now that you get paid from Twitch, you want to make sure you build a consistent schedule for your fan base so they know when to pull up on you. Number two, engaging with the chat. Engaging with the chat now is going to be even more important because they're going to be the ones supporting you alongside your journey. So definitely make sure you're engaging with them any single way that you can to be able to create that relationship and bond with them. And then the last but not least thing is your promotion.
Twitch just made it way easier to become an affiliate. It's crazy.
If it's so easy, then why the hell am I having trouble?
On 7 different days with 3 average viewers and 50 followers, all in 30 days. Now it's way simpler. 4 hours on 4 days with 25. How much do you make when you average 100 viewers on Twitch?
It's all based on hours. So like if you stream 100 hours with 100 viewers, you could probably make around like $3,000 to $4,000 a month, which is amazing.
So 100 hours in a month. And that's like, what, $30 an hour?
Twitch affiliate requirements and what do you actually get? To be a Twitch affiliate, you need 50 followers, 3 average viewers, which is generally the hardest thing to get, to stream for 7 separate days, and for at least 500 minutes. Once you meet those requirements, you will get an email saying that you've automatically qualified for the program and you can choose whether you want to accept it or not. And once you make it into the affiliate program, you can finally start earning money on Twitch. You unlock the ability for people to subscribe to you, which allows from January 1st, 2022 to September 21st, 2022, I averaged 108 viewers. I gained 10,571 followers. I got
Hmm.
in mid-September, I hit my 1-year partnerversary
Crazy.
which was
Man, I don't want to feel like
milestone.
I don't really want to.
Romanticized Twitch.
I really don't want to feel like I gave up on it so easily. That is true. Not as but yeah, I think that might be true. True. Dun, 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 It's like my thing. I just be chilling and then One Piece freaking themes are. This is what I become, bro. 29 days. 29 days no weed. I pretty much reverted back to my original self. And if y'all know original Sage, bro, this is him. That's the best way to say it. It's literally him, bro. Non-stop singing, non-stop dancing. It's like a goddamn Disney movie in here, bro. You hear me? It's like dang Disney movie. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. Never realized that the One Piece theme is kind of very similar to Dragon Ball, but not the same. China hit you low. Indigestion, bro, is killing you, the young boy. But heck yeah, man, what y'all got going on today, Lord? And tell me what is happening, George. No, but what y'all got going on, bro? It's Saturday. It's like 2 o'clock on a lovely Saturday, George. How's life going? How's life going, y'all? Bingo, bongo, bigger bags of wrong. Day was long ago, I never knew what's happening. We on songo, tell me what is wrong. Everybody's wrong, or they don't understand. That's why I was looking at my own stream. I realized the blue and yellow thing is still there. I wonder what the heck that is. Not gonna lie, my favorite color is green, so I think I just love the aesthetic of Kick. It's just, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful. Well, no, I can't even say that. I'm lying to y'all. It's not beautiful at all because literally it's randomly cold. It's randomly cold outside, man. And this is not it. It's not fun out there, bro. I'm in cold. It's been cold for like not crazy. Yesterday the high was supposed to be 76, but it definitely didn't reach 76. It randomly started raining when it wasn't supposed to, and then the wind chill was ridiculous, bro. It felt like it was borderline almost 55 degrees or some shit like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Life is great though, man. I can't complain. And you know what? Nothing. if you're doing anything for money, it's just not gonna work, bro. I can't even like you gotta do it because you genuinely want to. And it's crazy, huh? Yeah, man, I'm tired. But yo, I'm making YouTube videos since a child. That's the best way to say it, bro. I was one of those kids where, oh my gosh, you got YouTube videos I can never take off, man. That's gonna be there probably forever. I guess is the best way to say it because I don't have access to my original YouTube channel. So I got YouTube video. You remember when my voice is high pitched as shit? I'm literally like 12 years old or younger, and then all the way up to like 13. And crazy because like I'm speaking all proper and shit. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like it's almost like baffling to see that and to see where it's become. And I told the homie because the homie freaking Lucerio, shout out to the homie D Lucerio 7, man. But the homie Lucerio was used to make YouTube videos too, back when we were younger too. And I'm just thinking, dang, if we would have kept making YouTube videos all the way through high school, what the heck would we be? Granted, life isn't like bad or anything like that, but it just had me thinking, like, damn, where would I be if I would have kept making your YouTube videos all through high school? It's like, damn.
And now I hate it. Okay, I don't really hate it. The amount of emotional energy that I used to give to Twitch and that I give to it now is drastically different. I streamed for 4 years to 20 people, and I wanted nothing more than partnership because I wanted to feel like I mattered. I said that I wanted those emotes, but no, I wanted to matter to myself and I wanted my community validated. I
She
thought
right,
it was
bro.
more important. It
And that's how I feel right now. Like, bro, we matter, man. We matter. It don't matter how many people you get in your chat, how many views you get in your chat. You freaking matter. Mm. Bro, it's so crazy when using Chat GBT and it'd be like, you can't do this. You literally have to tell this shit like, bro, you already told me to wait some time. It's been 24 hours. The hell? Stop bullshitting me, bro. But anyway, man, I'm randomly got indigestion. Man, when oh my gosh, I'm not even that old, but when you get up there, bro, when you get ooh, but yeah, buddy. Um, but yeah, as long as you love what you're doing, bro, that's truly what matters. I can't even lie to y'all. I'm not gonna stress out over something that I can't do anything about. So I'm just moving on to the next and better thing or things that genuinely make the boy feel good, bro. You hear me? Like my business has been doing good. In case y'all probably don't know this, but I make T-shirts. I press T-shirts, custom designs and non-custom designs. I also but yeah, I press T-shirts. I sell video games. I sell DVDs, VHSs. Like pretty much turn my hobby and my lifestyle, and pretty much it's still crazy because if it wasn't for my mom, I love my mama, bro. But shout out to my mama Ivy, man. But if it wasn't for her, like I don't even necessarily know if I'd be doing this. Is the best way to say it. Like entertaining people, You know what I'm saying? The resale stuff. Because bro, my mama worked in a pawn shop for like 27 years, bro. So in a way, it's almost like I'm kind of like following in her footsteps, even though it's not this, it's not necessarily the same thing because it's not a pawn shop, but it's kind of the same thing. So if I don't work for a pawn shop, I work for my damn self. But you know what I'm saying? So that is a blessing too. Every damn thing is a blessing, bro. You hear me? Like we still here today, we breathing, and it took me a while to kind of like to honestly understand. And I was one of those people who was very hard on themselves, especially in my late 20s. I was feeling like I was messing up a lot, which I was, but like my people never held that against me. I just like to say I'm the black sheep of my family, but I don't even know. I don't really think so because my cousin feels like he's the black sheep of the family, but he's like the most successful one, borderline, as far as our generation. So I don't really know. I don't really know like I don't really know like how that work. I feel like it just might be I can't even talk. A millennial thing, bro. But it just might be a millennial thing. I think millennials are just get me out there. My allergies are messed up, but millennials are just hard on themselves because we grew up seeing success, and then also people acquire success at a very very young age now, man. Is another thing too. So well, I just want to see if my chat will come through. It won't. But yeah, bro. So that's another thing too. You got like the 2010s, 2015s. You saw so many people become very successful at an extremely young age, man. Not necessarily, that's which was crazy because it's like a really a gift and a curse. Because like a lot of them people ended up, being unhinged later on. So it's really like a gift and a curse. It's like kind of like everything is in life, bro. But just know if things seem like they're not working out, man, eventually it has to work out. That's what I be saying all the time. There's no way that it's just not gonna work out forever. That don't even make sense, bro. So eventually it's gonna work out. It's only up, man. It's the only way you can go. It's the only thing you can do. Don't worry about stuff that you can't do anything about. Yeah, man. Live your life, smile every day, and try to be as happy as you can, bro. That's really the only thing you can do, honestly. Because trying to chase after something is like, bro, you know why they call heroin chasing the dragon, man? Because you constantly chasing that high, you chasing that feeling that you get, which I don't do that kind of stuff, but I'm just saying that's kind of what like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of what like streaming has become and like clout. It's like people spend so much of their time chasing clout, chasing fame, and it's just like, bro, you're driving yourself mad and you're just not happy. Like you can't live life like that, bro. Can't live life like that. Like literally, if you just live life like that, eventually you're gonna burn out or something horrible is gonna happen, man. So yeah, man. If you new here, don't be afraid to hit that follow button, man. If you on YouTube, don't be afraid to hit that sub button. If you on Kick, don't be afraid to hit that follow button. Um, not saying that I'm never gonna try Twitch again is kind of like a crazy thing to say, but as of right now, Twitch is definitely not my focus. Everybody is different, and this is why you got to test different platforms because oh, man, I got indigested. But one platform, and I drink a lot of sparkling water, but one platform that works for somebody else isn't necessarily gonna work for you. YouTube is the GOAT, so I feel like if you consistent on YouTube, then things are gonna work out for you, bro. You just got to be consistent and focused. Oh my God, people say TikTok is dead, but for me, I don't even know if TikTok is dead. I feel like I get a lot of great feedback and engagement on TikTok more than a lot of platforms. Really, TikTok and YouTube are like my main two. Like, and Threads. Thread is really Thread is dope, bro. I can't even lie. Threads, we needed Threads because Twitter wasn't it, bro. It hasn't been it for a long time. It's pretty much just a porn site. And then the man changed the name to X.com, so he pretty much cemented it in history. But the funny thing about it is, oh man, I'm tired. The funny thing about it is, a lot of people left Twitter because of the whole Elon thing. But honestly, I left Twitter before that. I can't even lie. Because Twitter is just weird. Like you'll be scrolling and you'll see some of the you see just things that you didn't have to see, bro. You might be scarred for life. And then you can't open Twitter in a public place, bro. If you open Twitter in a public place, there's no telling what's gonna happen to you, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, there's really no telling what's gonna happen to you. No bull, bro. You open Twitter in a public place, there's no telling what might happen. There's no telling what's gonna happen to you, bro. I can't even lie. Like if somebody walks by your phone and they sees that, like, bro, good luck, bro. Good luck. It's like watching them B stars, bro. Watching B stars on the y'all know what part I'm talking about if you've seen that, bro. You can't explain that to anybody. How you gonna explain that? Like, how you gonna explain it? So that's kind of what I'm at right now. But yo, let's watch this little video real quick, y'all.
Does not. What's up, everyone? It's Ashley.
This is
I'm a
about
stream coach,
perception.
consultant, and my ebook, the Build Your Dream Stream ebook, was featured in Ninja's book. Which
Yo,
is
and
pretty cool. Here are the
shout
things
out
that
to
I
Ashley
learned
Christensen, bro. This is a person who I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching her since long before I ever decided to stream. Like literally, I used to just watch her about how to make YouTube videos. So yeah, man, it's so crazy to see her talk about something that she mentioned it 6 years ago, which is even crazier to me in 2020, bro. So that's wild.
Twitch partnership. First off, the feeling of getting partnered is awesome.
Oh, nosies.
In mid-September, I hit my 1-year partnerversary as a Twitch streamer, which was a really weird milestone because I used to romanticize Twitch and now I hate it. Okay, I don't really hate it. The amount of emotional energy that I used to give to Twitch and that I give to it now is drastically different. I streamed for 4 years to 20 people, and I wanted nothing
That's crazy
more
because man,
than
see, this is
partnership.
another thing too.
I
Doors of
wanted to
perception.
feel
Because
like
man, if I got
I
20
said that I
people,
wanted those emotes.
if I got 20 people in my stream, I wouldn't even know how to react, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like on YouTube, like sometimes when I'm streaming on YouTube in vertical mode, I might get 40 people, and I've never had that many people in one time on stream, so I genuinely don't even know how to react. I always just like get like when I see it, my heart start pumping a little bit. I'm like, wow, shit. But it's kind of what I asked for, though. So, you know, I can't really be mad at it. But there's definitely a crazy feeling. It's like, man, seeing like seeing all those viewers there, it's almost like, well, it's crazy because I don't really have stage fright anymore. I do one before I get on stage, and then when I get on that stage, I'm a different man, bro. You hear me? Not be the stage, but still at the same time, it's almost like even though the people aren't really there, it's like they're there. It's almost like you're performing, and it's like weird. It's kind of odd, but it's also what we ask for and what we pray for as content creators, streamers, and entertainers, man. So you can't really knock it. You just got to embrace it and learn to be comfortable, especially if you're an extremely introverted person. Then man, that's something that you definitely got to work on, like, and talking constantly if there's no one there. And that's what I feel like YouTube has really helped me with, bro. But on Twitch, it just feels weird because it's just like, dang it, it shows there's someone there, but they're not. And I spent like over a year doing that on Twitch, and thinking about doing it all over again, it just gives me like a bad kind of feeling. So I just feel like I should just, focus on different platforms, bro.
But
Let's
no,
go.
I wanted to matter to myself and I wanted my community validated. I thought it would make me more important. And it does not. What's up, everyone? It's Ashley. I'm a stream coach, consultant, and my ebook, the Build Your Dream Stream ebook, was featured in Ninja's book, which is pretty freaking cool. Here are the things that I've learned after 1 year of Twitch partnership. First off, the feeling of getting partnered is awesome. The feeling of getting partnered after 4 years of trying is insane. I still remember riding in the car and having that thought of, I'm a Twitch partner, yeah. The next thing I learned is Twitch is the short-term strategy for 99.99999 repeating.
What does that even mean?
People don't think about the future when we think of how much time we're investing into Twitch or streaming platforms in general. A lot of streamers rely on hope and luck as their greatest strategies for whether or not they'll be able to pay their bills, save for retirement, bring a family into the world someday, have time for a family someday, etc. Next is that entitlement is rampant. There will never be a shortage of people who think that they're owed something just because they exist on the platform.
That's great.
And the amount of times that you see this, if you're a veteran, means that cynical moods from veterans are really common. It's easy to get cynical when you've seen the same crap over and over and over. The next thing I realized is that most partners actually lose their community within the first year of them getting partnered.
That makes no sense.
That a partner
What's it even
keeps
like? What?
growing.
This has a lot to do with the type of content that they're doing and also the amount of hype that they place on partnership. If people overhype it, then people get really hyped about it and they get hyped about showing up. But then they just get hyped about the next person who's getting close to partner. Next thing I learned is that the people who work for Twitch actually do care a lot. They get a really bad reputation. But a lot of the times, the reason for that isn't because of their lack of caring. They do really care about the community. It's typically business decisions or Amazon decisions that prevent them from being able to do the things that they know are the best actions to take because they really care. This one I actually learned before I got partnered, but became increasingly important as I kind of progressed through partnership, and that is that Twitch or any streaming platform should not be your only platform. Discoverability is pretty garbage. I don't foresee it ever really getting amazing, but even if it does, YouTube shouldn't be your only platform either. Podcasting shouldn't be your only platform either. Being a streamer really is much less about being a streamer and more so about being a CEO, business person slash content creator.
Yeah, I'm a businessman, George.
But sponsorships,
Bro, I'm a businessman, George.
we have this idea built up in our minds that once we finally build a community big enough, a company's going to come in and just start paying us money. They don't really pay that much. Numbers are all over the board. I've had some really good ones and some really bad ones, and I've done a lot of stuff for free too. But my ebook has made so much more money than sponsorships will ever make me. All I had to do was create it and release it once.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm actually like baffled and proud of this person because it's like I remember when she was just like I said a YouTuber, bro, and now she has an ebook, which is crazy because I've been Noble, like I've been following her, I've been rock with a lot of the information she gave, bro. She dropped so much game as far as being a content creator. I can't even lie. I can't even lie, bro. Like literally, she dropped so much game that I can't even knock it. Like she's pretty much the reason that I've been able to get over the whole talking to yourself thing on YouTube for years now. And a lot of things. And also I remember when she was a smaller creator and she's like you know, but yeah, bro, like yeah, so it's like, what I'm saying? Her whole thing was just like, okay, never give up. What do you have? Shit, two people watching you or 50 people watching you. It's gonna happen. And I'm not gonna lie, on YouTube, I definitely noticed that's a real thing. Even on IG, that might be a real thing, and on TikTok, but Twitch, I don't know if that's necessarily a real thing, bro, because the growth, like that's not like a platform you could really grow on, bro. Like people are gonna tell you, you gotta be pushing YouTube, you gotta be pushing YouTube clips, YouTube videos, TikToks, and Reels in order for that to happen. Was doing, so I'm responding. That's another thing too is when you make content and people reply and leave comments on your stuff, you gotta respond back, bro. Cause it's just like, man, they didn't have, you know what I'm saying? They took the time out their day to watch your media or engage what you got going on. And I just feel like it's only right, bro. It's only right. You got to engage with your audience because you never know what's gonna happen, and you can't take any of this for granted, bro. Any person who takes it, like I said, people could be doing any damn thing. With their time. That's a big thing. Like I know even me, I got kids and all types of stuff. So my time is very important. And I know other people's time is important. So if those people took the time out their day to acknowledge what you got going on, it is only right. Literally, it is only right that you acknowledge them, you thank them, and you respond and reply and give the best give them you, bro. Give them the best version of you, or give them your vibes, give them your feedback, give them every damn thing, because literally, without them, you ain't shit, bro. That's the best way to say. Without them, you ain't shit, bro. You ain't nothing. So yeah, respond to the people. Reply. I don't give a damn how tired you are, how much you don't want to. And this is something that my girl taught me, because y'all probably don't know my girl does her thing on social media. But literally, bro, that is super, 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 super important. You're like that's like one of the most important things. Screw the viewers, screw whatever the heck. The engagement is the most important damn thing, bro. Engage with your audience, bro. For real. That's important as crap.
Perpetuity for me doing nothing. The next thing I learned is that managers will not be able to help you grow your stream. They're really only there to help you capitalize on the growth that you've already had. But just because you hire a manager doesn't mean that they're going to know how to get more people interested in you. That's where you want to hire a stream coach, baby. Next is likability is kind of everything. While being divisive will bring you attention, being likable will make the people who actually matter like you. I'll talk a little bit more about this in like two more pieces. Okay, cool. And honestly, Twitch just favors specific people, and I don't really foresee that changing. They want to promote the people that they really believe in the most, and the people who are connected to the people who work for Twitch. And because of that, you typically see them work with similar people over and over again. It's just easier. Next thing I learned is that streaming will tie you down to one place. Guess who doesn't want to be tied down to one place?
Nobody.
The idea of playing video games for a living seems really cool until you realize that taking 2 days off to go see your family for Thanksgiving will cut your sub numbers in half. Next thing I learned is who you associate yourself with will change your image. Whoever you are seen publicly talking to, whoever you are collaborating with, there's a reason that you see Ninja, Tim the Tatman, and Dr. Lupo always playing together.
No problem just spreading things. Usually if your audience really likes your YouTube and TikTok content, they never get to
cool
you.
streamers, people will think you're cool, associate with funny ones, they'll think you're funny, associate with racist jerks, and they'll think you're a racist jerk. The next thing I learned is kind of divisive because not everyone believes it, but partner didn't give me anything that I couldn't have otherwise. Getting a check mark doesn't automatically grow your community. In fact, it's more likely that your community will recede. It doesn't automatically get you more money. It doesn't automatically make you better for sponsorships or for working with companies. You get more emotes, and you can use Bounty Board, which is supposed to be rolled out for affiliates anyways, unless they cancel the thing. Who knows at this point? Your opportunities are not determined by a check mark. They're determined by your ability to see them and to take them. I hope this doesn't come across as jaded, but this is the reality. Partnership is something that so many of you are pushing for, but it's really not as great or as career making as you think that it is. And from what I've seen, that is starting to be a more common belief. When I got started, partnership was amazing. It was everything. Now, and if partnership isn't really viewed as that great and people stop pushing for it, is that a problem for Twitch? Is that something that Twitch should fix? Now, there's something else that you need to know about as well, and that is that the streaming landscape is changing a lot when it comes to education. Click on this video, find out how, and I'll see you over there. Bye, nerd.
You should just call me a nerd. I'm just realizing that just now.
is the video that you were supposed to get today. And I'm sitting here doing a very basic edit on it, and I don't feel confident about it at all.
What do you even
There
mean,
was a
George?
level of magic in the last video that I could just feel as I was filming it, and I didn't get that with this. In mid September,
Yes, sir.
different types of streamers,
Bruh.
affiliate and part.
I'm just gonna say one thing, bro. I'm just gonna say one thing, like, bruh.
So how much do Twitch streamers really make? Like not the big ones that make six figure.
I'm just gonna say this, bro. No matter what you do, never get the hell up, bro. I'm a representation of that, man. Literally, if you would have spoke to me last month, I smoked all day long. I smoked herb all day long. I would literally just watch music videos for literally no bull, y'all. I probably watch music videos for like 10 hours, like no bull, bro. All day long, just watching music videos. I didn't want to play anything thing unless I was streaming, which is crazy to me. Like now I play so many things off stream, it's ridiculous. Um, yeah, like I genuinely couldn't fathom how people were able to live their lives sober and get their everyday tasks done and get a lot of things done throughout the day or certain tasks done throughout the day. And now that I've had, it's crazy because I never would have quit if it wasn't for legal issues. But it ended up, I'm one of those people who I literally thought I was gonna smoke for the rest of my life. I always tell people that I can't see myself not smoking. My anger, I have like bad anger problems, and I have a hard time dealing with my anger. I have a hard time dealing with my anger and working it through in like a positive way. But now I'm older, so I don't get as angry as much. But it's an interesting thing because I used to say that I smoked so much herb to like, because I pretty much needed it in anger and all the things, but it was like purgatory, bro. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. It was like a false sense of reality and a false happiness. And it's crazy because I'm not gonna be a person who's gonna hate on people who smoke weed. If you smoke weed, bro, do what you do. Shit, I smoked weed. I smoked weed from literally 15 years old to 30, bro. That's the best way to say it. So 15 years of my life, where I did have when I was 20, I had to go on probation, so I quit for like 7 months. But it's like, bro, that's literally like I'm about to be 31 in September, so that's like 15 years of just smoking, and besides like 7 months of the in that 15 years. So for me, it's just like, bro, I spent a lot of time doing this. Like 1 year, 2 years, 3, 4 years of my life not doing it is not necessarily a bad thing. And just in this small amount, just in these 29 days, I've got so much done, bro, and I've been able to work and get closer to my goals and aspirations of life. My business is literally flourishing right now because I remember to tell people about it. Like I literally can remember shit. And I go like, and even now my memory is still terrible. My business is flourishing or starting to flourish. Is doing way better than it was before. All aspects of my life are slowly getting better. Like I'm able to sleep better. I'm able to actually like enjoy things better. Is the best way to say it. I pay attention to more things, which like I said, if you smoke herb, I would never be a person that said, "Oh, stop smoking herb. It's a bad thing." Like, bro, you're never gonna hear those words in my mouth. Smoke herb, bro. Because herb gave me some cool things too. It gave me a whole different perspective on life, a whole different perception, and I had a lot of great times with the homies. You hear me? Like a lot of great times with the homies. A lot of memories that I'm probably well, shit, I can't say that because it messes up your memory. But I have a lot of memories, a lot of great memories, a lot of memories I probably can't remember either. So I would never say that, bro. But at the same time, it's like, man, there's benefits to being sober too. And now I'm on this weird thing where it's just like I almost feel like I don't even know. I feel accomplished in a way, even though it's only been a couple days. I feel like, man, this is what we work forward to. Like this, it makes so much sense why so many people quit smoking in their 30s and 40s. I've always really wondered and questioned, but not everybody, but a lot of people seem to, quit smoking in their 30s and 40s, and it actually makes sense. Especially if you got kids, you got a business, you got things you need to take care of, it makes sense. Like it actually makes sense why people quit because it's just like, bro, there's so much to do. And when you're smoking, honestly, it makes time go by like, well, sometimes it slows time down, but what I've noticed is a lot of the times it made time go by like this, bro. Like literally, I'll just be doing something and not even realize that I've been doing it for like 6 to 8 hours. Like as far as the watching music videos all day long and shit like that. You hear me? But heck yeah, man. I appreciate every single person that may have tuned in to this stream, whether you on YouTube or whether you on Kick, man. Don't be afraid to hit that sub button if you're on YouTube and that follow button if you're on Kick, bro. I stream every single day. And in fact, bro, I will be doing a vertical stream on YouTube too at some point of today. And once we hit that 50 subs, I'm gonna start doing gonna start doing, man, I'm probably, what the heck? Okay, once I hit the 50 subs, I'm gonna start streaming on TikTok too, but I don't necessarily know how to do it. I don't know if I'm gonna do the vertical stream on TikTok and the vertical stream on YouTube at the same time. You're using like a multi-streamer, but yeah, I'm gonna try to make that happen. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start streaming for like an hour in vertical mode, an hour or two, and then I'm gonna do another 2 hours in horizontal mode on Kicking YouTube, bro. And I'm gonna try to do the different streams for different things. But later on, if you want to catch the stream, we most likely gonna be playing Pokemon Leaf Green on YouTube. I need to get back to my Dragon Quest streams. But yeah, then we gonna continue with the Dragon Quest streams too. Don't get worried, people. We gonna continue with the Dragon Quest streams too. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, the Dragon Quest stream will most likely I'm gonna continue that one most likely on Monday, or do a new episode on that. We on episode 7. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that lit game Dragon Quest. I just had to do a lot of grinding so I could beat this boss. But I feel like one more level, we taking him out, bro. You hear me? We taking him out. The Desert Slasher or Slayer, I forgot what the hell it is. But yeah, man, we taking him out, bro. Because I almost took him out last stream, but I need to grind probably like 1 or 2 more levels, bro. That's the thing about JRPG games. You got to grind for real. It's kind of like life. You got to keep pushing and pursuing forward. You got to grind, man. Grind. The grind don't ever stop, man. But yeah, bro. So I'm gonna try to actually make an official schedule. I'm gonna literally stream Monday through Saturdays, bro. But it's gonna be different time periods. Like today, my stream was kind of later, but usually my first stream is at 10 a.m. So we're gonna try to keep that schedule 10 a.m. for the first stream until like honestly, probably to like 12. And then after that, I'm gonna do the evening streams. Well, goddamn, it's kind of confusing. So I'm most likely gonna start my days by doing a vertical stream from 10 to 12, and then after that I'll most likely end up doing a horizontal stream at some point during the day, maybe like 5 o'clock. I'll start my horizontal stream. I'll probably do that from 5 to 7. Then I'll chill and come back with another vertical stream, most likely at 9 is what I'll do, like 9 to 10. But the vertical streams, I can't necessarily like. I can't pretty much. Okay, that's the best way. I can't pretty much confirm that I'm gonna do 2 vertical streams a day, but you're at least gonna get 1 and maybe 2 on sometimes. But we're gonna stream every single day on YouTube and Kick and most likely TikTok, bro. And see how that works out for us. And maybe eventually we might give Twitch another try in the future, but I don't even know, bro. We're gonna see how this works because I really feel like YouTube and TikTok, I might flourish on them. Like right now, it already feels like I'm flourishing on them. But anyway, y'all already know how we rocking, man. Big Sage Life stuff, man. Big Sage Life, man. Big otaku crack. Sage Life. Y'all tune in later on, man. The next time is love every single time. Because like I said, y'all don't have to be here. Y'all don't have to watch this. Y'all don't have to give me the time out y'all's day, bro. And I don't take anything for granted, man. It's love, bro.